Hello everyone and welcome to Source Classes. So in this video again we'll continue off our discussion with the questions pertaining to test of mathematics. So we'll take a look at a few questions in this video which will give us a general idea of what are the kind of questions that are being asked in this examination and what should our ideal approach be towards tackling this question. So let's take a look. Let A be the fixed point 0, 4 and B be the moving point 2t, 0. Let M be the midpoint of AB and let the perpendicular bisector of AB meet the y-axis at R. Okay. The locus of the midpoint P of MR is, so basically we need to find the locus of the midpoint. So now what's given is that midpoint of AB is given t, 2. Okay, so slope of AB will simply be minus 0 by 2t, that is minus 2 by t. Therefore slope of perpendicular bisector of AB will be t by 2, okay, because the product of both will be minus 1. Now equation of perpendicular bisector of AB will be y minus 2 equal to t by 2 x minus t. So since we know the point actually passes through origin because there's 0 over there, so putting x equal to 0, we have y equal to t square by 2 plus 2. Okay, there's a minus sign as well, right? So minus t square by 2 plus 2. So therefore R, the point R would simply be 0 comma t square by 2 plus 2. Okay, there's the point R. Again, if we take a look at the midpoint of MR, that is midpoint of MR, that is P, it will simply be t by 2 comma minus t square by 4 plus 2. So here H will be t by 2 and K will be minus t square by 4 plus 2. Therefore K plus x square would be 4. So therefore locus would simply be y plus x square equal to 2. So option A is our correct answer. So I hope this is clear how we arrived at the conclusion of the same and how we approach this question in general. So having said that, next move on to the next question. Let L1 and L2 be a pair of intersecting lines in a plane, then the locus of the point P such that distance of P from L1 is twice the distance of P from L2. So the distance to S. Okay, so what this particular represent, we need to take a look. So here let L1 let L1 to A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0 and L2 A2x plus B2y plus C2 equal to 0. Okay, so we basically define the equation for both the lines and let P equal to H comma K. So therefore absolute value A1H plus B1K plus C1 by square plus B1 square is equal to twice A2H plus B2K plus C2 divided by a2 square plus b2 square. So that is basically the locus of pair is a straight line. So therefore option D is the correct answer pertaining to the question. So I hope the approach towards solving the same is clear to you. So having said that, let's why we say this is a straight line, because simply say one for positive and the other for another line for negative, so that simply gives us a pair of straight lines in the locus in general. Okay, so let's move on to the third question. Yeah. So the third question here being, a triangle ABC has fixed base AB and the ratio of the other two unequal sides are constant. Then the locus of the vertex C. Okay, so we need to find the locus of the third vertex. So let's take a look. Let's draw the triangle first. Okay, so this is A, this is B, and say this is C. Okay. So now the triangle has a fixed base. Okay, so base being fixed, so let me take two random coordinates so that we can say that the base is fixed. Say I'll take -2, 0 here, and this be 2, 0. Okay, so base is fixed. And now let me take the locus, the coordinate of the point C, say h, k. Okay, so here it is given that the ratio of two unequal sides, so that is CA by CB is constant. Okay, so it is given the CA by CB equal to constant, or CA by CB equal to C. Okay, so now let's get to write CA, so it will simply be h plus 2 whole square plus k square by h minus 2 whole square plus k square equal to constant. Okay, so if we square both sides, so what we have is that h plus 2 whole square plus k square equal to c square h minus 2 whole square plus c square k square. We have this. Further, 1 minus c whole of c square h plus k square 1 plus 4h 1 plus c whole square 1 plus c square minus 4c square equal to 0. So here simply if we take a look at the same, the locus will simply be 1 minus c square x square plus y square plus 4x 1 plus c square minus 4c square equal to 0. Okay, so now if we take a look at this, suppose if we just take a look at whatever equation that we have got. Okay, so here this 1 plus c square, if we write the same, the locus only, suppose if we focus on the locus, 1 minus c square can be any constant k, k1 say. So k1 x square plus y square we can write. Further we can write 4x, another say 1 plus c square, say that be k2 minus 4k or k3, whatever you can choose. Say let me write 4k3. So all these are constant. So if we further break this down, what we can have is kx square plus ky square plus 4k2 minus 4k3. We can write 4k2x 4k2x from 4k3. So this entire term will again be constant, square plus 4kx k2x minus, say this is k dash. So this is basically the locus when k are different constants. So if you take a look with this above, we can see that the equation is on the form of x square plus y square. Okay. So x square plus y square, if we focus on that, so that is means it's a circle, right? Because x square and y square form, so this option gets cancelled and this option gets cancelled. Now, is AB the diameter? No, AB is not the diameter because we haven't got anything, any particular point with the result with respect to 2 and 3. So AB cannot be the diameter, but the center will lie on AB because even after doing so we get some constant value. So option D will ideally be the correct solution as far as the question goes. So I hope this is clear to you how we came about with the solution of the same or ideal approach towards the same. So with that said, we have covered 3 questions in this video as well. So I suggest you kindly go through all the questions that we have discussed and try to understand the concept we have used or the approach we have taken towards solving the same. So try and also solve all this question on your own with this video as a reference so that you can get a better idea on the approaches we have taken to a solution of the same. And now in case you like the video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to our channel so that you can get so that we can keep coming up with relevant content such as this further down the line as well. So with that said, we come to the end of the video and I'm signing off. Thank you so much.